So what we're going to do, seriously, when my mother comes through these doors, I want everybody in the studio audience to yell surprise. Will you do that? Could we try? Okay, let's try it. See if you're a good audience. I'm going to count to 3 and then you yell surprise, okay? Because it's going to mean a lot to my mom, really. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was great. Okay, now you at home. 1, 2, 3. Well, all right. Okay. Now let's warm up a little by doing the wave. Okay, we'll do a wave here. Yeah, we're going to start on this side and we'll work our way to this side. Okay, this is pretty much going to take up the whole show, I think. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that was great. Obviously, you people have worked together before.
Garry, I think Nancy just pulled up with your mom.
Okay, everybody behind the couch.
I'll get the lights.
All right. We'd have you all come down, but there just isn't room for everybody, okay? So if you want to crouch behind your seats, go ahead. And you at home, you'll have to get behind your own furniture because, you know, there's no time to drive over here. Okay? And don't forget to yell surprise when the lights come on. Okay? All right, Grant. Jackie.
Yes, Garry.
Does my hair look okay?
Garry, we can't see your hair. It's dark.
Well, how does it seem?
It seems dark.
How about now? Can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes,
I'll get another refrigerator if you can't see it.
Please don't, and will you get out of there right now?
Okay, all right, just a little gas.
Hey, Garry, does your mother know about the party?
Oh, yeah, she knows all about it. We're just squatting like this because we're going to start doing that Russian dance.
That's a good point, Garry.
Okay, this is going to be great. Don't forget.
Oh, my, so dark in here. Let's come back later.
Why?
Oh, Nancy, you have no idea how embarrassing it is every time I catch Garry alone in the dark.
Well, what do you say we just take our chances, huh? Garry, your mom's here.
Called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
She had a heart attack. But hey, it's not your fault, really, you know. But sure, you yelled a little louder than when we rehearsed it. Well, okay, actually, you yelled a lot louder than when we rehearsed it. But no, I'm the one who put you up to it, so don't.
Garry.
Oh, hi, Nan. She had a heart attack. It's all my fault.
What?
It is. It was my idea to have that surprise party. That's what caused it.
Oh, that didn't cause it.
Yeah,
Don't be
it
silly.
is.
No, nurse.
Yes.
Excuse me, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Now, a person could have a heart attack because of a condition, not necessarily because of a particular incident. Isn't that right?
That's certainly right.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, it happened because Spanky over here scared the crap out of his poor mother. Way to go, Ace.
Thank you very much.
You know, just in case you're wondering, my nickname isn't Spanky or Ace. It's Bubba, okay? Consuelo got it wrong. She's dead. My mother, she's gone. I've seen pictures like this in the newspaper.
Garry, she's not dead. She's sleeping.
No, she's not. I've seen my mother sleep before, and she doesn't sleep like this. Nobody does.
Garry.
I know you've never met my mother before, but you really caught her on a bad day.
Now,
In this room, we have a myocardial infarction, induced by sudden shock. This condition is known as Garry surprise syndrome.
Wow. They named a disease after me. That puts me right up there with Lou Gehrig.
Now, Dr. Cashman?
Yes.
How would you treat such a patient who was given 50 cc's of nitro en route to the ER?
Well, if she responded to CPR in ICU and her HR and BP were okay according to her EKG, I'd cut back to 20 cc's, but add between 10 to 15 mg's of CA2 just to stabilize her BSL.
You know, I used to drive an MGB. I had a BLT for lunch. I'm just trying to participate in this conversation.
And if she holds, Dr. Kipnis?
I'd move her from ICU to CCU.
Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't, Dr. Huff?
I'd send her back home.
Home?
Yeah, I think that'd be okay. Don't you?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Garry, in addition to being a medical facility, this hospital is also a learning institution, much like your series. I'm Dr. Zachrin, and these are students here at the hospital.
Great, so, what he's saying is my mom's a pop quiz. Is she gonna be okay?
We should know by the end of the show. In the meantime, let her sleep.
Sleep?
What's that?
Oh, Garry wasn't sure his mother was just sleeping.
Oh, don't worry. She's just sleeping.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Are you sure? I thought she sort of looked like she's dead.
Jesus, Huff.
Who sleeps like that?
Boy, you know, for his sake, I hope they're grading on a curve. This is, on the trip to Colorado. And then, this is when we went fishing. This is my mom. That's my mom. My mom and I fishing in San Diego. And there I am. Yeah. See, that's a fish I caught. That was the last time I ever heard a woman say, wow, that's a big one. Was with that fish. And that's me in the swimming pool in the background diving for coins. The neighbors used to tease me and throw money in there. Well, that's all the films I have of me and my mom.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Hey, give me the light.
Grand, honey.
Wake up, sweetheart.
No, not Uncle Garry on the pony again. I can't take any more of his whole movies.
Oh, Grant, come on. Garry, that was the finest 4 hours I've spent in the theater.
I'm sorry, you guys, but I really appreciate you spending the night with me, really.
Hey, we wanted to.
Well,
Slumber party. Come on, Dad. Let's have a pillow fight.
Yeah.
Oh, let's tell ghost stories.
Oh, no, I got it. Let's hold hands around the campfire and sing Kumbaya.
Uncle Garry? Uncle Garry, what's wrong? You haven't made one joke about my dad yet. Uncle Garry.
I'm sorry, Grant. You know, I'm just sitting here thinking my mother might die. This phone could ring and I could be told I don't have any parents at all. It's a really scary thought.
Sure, it's scary. We're all scared. I mean, we all have parents who are going to die.
Garry, no matter how old you are, you always want your mother and father.
It's true. As long as your parents are around, there's still a part of you that will always feel like a kid. You know, I think about you guys dying a lot.
You do, son?
Mostly at night when I'm in bed. And, you know, that's why I want Grandma and Grandpa to stay real healthy.
What do you mean, honey?
Well, since they're the oldest in the family, I figure that they're the next to go. So as long as they're all right, you two are okay, and you won't go belly up like Uncle Gary's folks.
Oh, Garry, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Uncle Garry. I didn't mean to say that. It just slipped out.
It's okay, Grant. You know, you're going to go belly up yourself one day.
Hey, happy surprise party. Hey, sorry I'm late, Gare, but you know. So, hey, a pajama party. What a great idea. Where's your mom? Stripping down? Huh? Guys, it's like a Morgan here. What's the...
Well, where's the jacuzzi?
Oh, jeez.
damn, we're so close.
Hey, Father.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
All right. I know you're wondering what I'm doing in a gym when my mother's in the hospital. Well, that was Father Guido Sarducci on the phone, and I thought this was a good time to come and get some, spiritual guidance. Thanks for taking the time, Father.
That's okay. My pleasure, Gary. It's like I told you on the phone. Everybody in church is watching your show, and we all feel just as terrible about your mother.
Oh, thanks.
And everybody's praying for her, to make it through this thing. The Pope, too.
Oh, that's great. The Pope watches the show?
Well, he didn't see all of them, but he's seen one. Part of one.
Well, he's a busy guy.
Right. But he did tape with them, on his VCR. And once he has some leisure time, he's going to look at them all one time.
Oh, great. I just thought he was great in The Pope of Greenwich Village. Just great.
I missed that one.
Oh, he was great.
Hey, Gary, the reason I had you meet me here instead of at the church is because next week we got this father-nun slam and dunk competition coming up. And I want to be prepared.
Oh, sure. I don't mind.
But, hey, enough to talk about basketball, huh? Tell me about your mother.
Well,
How's she doing?
I called the hospital. Nice touch, Father.
Thanks. I made about 8 in a row right before you come.
Yeah, sure you did. The hospital said her condition's about the same.
Well, she's not any worse.
No, but she's not getting any better.
It's kind of like she's in some kind of medical limbo, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of in between here, in between there. I don't mean there. I mean the big there.
Right.
Gary, in a lot of ways, Gary.
Oh.
Gary, in a lot of ways, life is like a basketball game.
Life is like basketball?
No. A basketball is like a basketball.
Right.
Life is like a basketball game. You start off with dribbling, you run around a little bit, you sweat, people cheer. First thing you know, it's over.
Maybe I'm wasting my time here. Maybe I should have stayed home and just watched the 700 Club.
How old is your mother?
She's only 57.
57?
Yeah,
that's nothing. That's not even near the inner regulation of play.
Well, I never thought of it that way, but...
You know what I would do if I was you?
What?
Tell her that you love her.
Yeah.
Tell her that you're never gonna leave her. Tell her right now. Because, Gary, even if she does get through this thing, there's no guarantee that anybody's life's going to go into over time. You know what I mean?
Sure. Thanks, Father. You've been a big help.
That's all right. It's my pleasure. Hey, I did you a little favor, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, would you?
Sure.
One hand washes another one, right?
Yeah.
Pretend that you're a nun, okay? Pretend you're a nun.
Pretend I'm a nun?
Right.
Well, okay, I've never really done it before, but I'd be happy to give it a shot.
Right. Just kind of gotta go like this.
Hunch up?
Right. Hunch up like this. Pretend you're down in the big, heavy shoes, and you can't move very fast, and you got a beard and a veil on.
Veil on my head. Nothing on my head.
Nothing. Forget it, the head. Okay. Guard me, sister. Guard me, sister. Sister, look. The 3 wise men.
I can't believe I fell for that old 3 wise men trick again. I can't believe we'd stoop to that kind of joke on this show. I'm sorry, really. I love you, Mom. I just couldn't sing it the way Father Sarducci did. She would have had a relapse, believe me.
Gary. Oh, Gary.
Are you okay, Mom? How do you feel?
Where am I?
You're in the hospital. Okay, here's where we are in the story, Mom. You had a heart attack. Okay? But you're out of danger now. And now it's tomorrow.
And I'm reevaluating my life?
Right, you're reevaluating your life, Mom, because of your brush with death.
Because of my brush with death, I've just got this feeling that I ought to start doing new things, meeting new people,
Yeah, that would be great.
enjoying myself. Well, all the things that I should have been doing, but I was just afraid that if I did...
What, you'd forget about Dad? That'll never happen, Mom.
I know.
Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Stanley. Stanley, Gary, I'd like you to meet Stanley.
Oh, hi, Stanley.
Gary?
Meet you.
Stanley is also a patient here.
Also a heart attack.
Oh.
Isn't that romantic?
Yeah, that's really romantic. Really, the last girl I met in the hospital shaved me. And I was just visiting a friend of mine.
And you know, my heart attack happened exactly under the same circumstances as your mother.
Is that right?
On the golf course.
Well, I lied to him because I didn't want him to be afraid of you. I think he's kind of cute.
This is for you, Ruth.
Oh, Stanley. Oh, they're beautiful.
Well, I think our work is done here. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Where?
I got them at the gift shop.
Downstairs?
Yeah. It's a very nice gift shop.
It's a very nice hospital.
Yes, it is.
You know, I said let's go, really, because unless you want to stay and watch this, it's up to you. But I say we dissolve to my living room.
They're very precious. Oh, yes.
All right, that's $20 you owe me now. You want to play again? It's double nothing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This money goes to the church, right?
Right.
Okay, we're gonna try this party thing again, okay? But we're gonna do it a little differently this time. Make sure when Nancy brings my mother through these doors, you don't yell anything, okay? All right.
Gary, Mom's here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Gary. I'm here for my surprise party. How does my hair look?
Now I know where he gets it. It's fine. I think I told you that in the car, and I believe we talked about it when I picked you up.
Gee, I think your hair looks great, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're all gonna hide behind the couch, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we're slowly going to pop up. You know what I mean by pop up, right? And we're gonna say surprise.
It's a fine plan.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, now.
Okay, now, I'm going to turn the lights off, and then I'm going to turn them back on again. Do you understand, Mrs. Shandling? It's going to get very dark, and then it's going to get very light again, very quickly.
How quickly?
No, not that quickly. It's a dimmer. You'll be fine. Okay?
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Surprise. You okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
Okay. Now it's the studio audience's turn, and remember what I said very quietly, because last time you nearly killed her. Okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Mom.
Well, thank you. My dear Bubba. Oh, what a sweet boy. And you know what? I was surprised. I really was. I was surprised. And they
great.
all came here for my birthday party.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. It was wonderful that you came here.
All right, that's enough, Mom. We got to end the show.
do.
That was great, Mom. There you go. Mom gets a little carried away. Well, I think we've learned a couple of lessons tonight. First of all, you don't want to yell too loudly at a surprise party. Don't ever forget that. And I think the other lesson we learned is that you got to live life in the now. You know, you can't wait for that heart attack to happen to reevaluate your life, because it may never happen, you know? And you'll be sitting around hoping for that heart attack, and it may never come. So, you know, my advice is pretend to have a heart attack right now and reevaluate your life, because life, you know, is to be... I think the lesson is that if you have parents, that you should tell them you love them, because, Father, I'm trying to tell them what life is,
right.
and I think life is
life is like a bumper pool. Right. You know, it seems easy at the first, but then you find out there's bumps all along the felt, and what we got to do is maneuver our way around the bumps, try to find spiritual enlightenment along the way, and also try to hustle a couple of bucks along the route as well.
And I think that's just what we're trying to say. So, you won't get advice like that on any other show. Anyway, we're going to share my mom's birthday cake with the studio audience. I wish you were all here, but we'll see you next week, okay? See you then.
This Garry Shandling Show.
Okay, come on, kids, in the van. It's hot dog time.
What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
I got to start going to rehearsals.
Garry and Pete take the Scouts to a game, but a foul ball injures their macho pride.
You think that's enough to carry a whole show?
Wait, there's a lesson in manhood.
You don't have to start popping steroids. Pete sure knows how to suck the air out of the studio, doesn't he?
Audiences get down for It's Garry Shandling Show.
I want to thank you who applauded at home as well. Really, thank you so much. Welcome to another show. And how's my hair? Does my hair look all right? Because, yeah, sure. Yeah, I get a lot of hoots on my hair, and it really means a lot to me. And it was just cut today, and I'm already up and walking around, so I feel really good about it, really. Once the bandages came off, it just looks like this. Well, we're pretty excited about tonight's show because, as a lot of you know, it's Cub Scout Week here in Los Angeles, and... I know, it's just too much excitement to take, but I'm doubly thrilled because Pete and Grant are coming over, and we're all going to the baseball game with some of the other Cub Scouts, and you know, father-son relationships are really a very special thing. I remember when I was growing up, my dad had a slip-and-slide. Did you have a slip-and-slide when you were growing up? Yeah. Well... There again, you at home really didn't need to vote on that because I can't hear you. But I had a slip and slide when I was growing up, and those are fun things. I sued my folks within the first year on that thing. Because no, they had it out in the driveway, and it would go out and you'd end up out in the traffic. You'd end up out in the traffic. So I'm really thrilled because. You know, Pete is the closest thing I have to a best friend, and, you know, Grant's the closest thing I have to a son, and let's face facts, I'm the closest thing I have to a wife. So this is kind of going to be like a family outing for me tonight to go to the game, and just to get us, you know, in the mood for the game, I thought we'd take a look at my baseball card collection, which I'm very, very proud of. Would you like that? Would you like to do that? And we'll look at him over the opening credits. All right? This is Sandy Koufax from 1958. Is that a great one?
This is the theme to Garry show. The theme to Garry show. Garry called me up and asked if I was writing a theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry show? This is the theme to Garry show. The opening theme to Garry show. This is the music that you hear. And if you watch the credits, we're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch the Garry Shandling show. This is the theme to Garry Shandling show.
Hey, sure, go ahead. Applaud the theme. This is my favorite card of all. This is actually Roger Maris before he was with the New York Yankees, when he was with the Kansas City Athletics. You know how rare this card is? You really don't care, do you? Really? You really hate everything that's great about this country, don't you? Really, when you get down to it. Oh, it must be Pete. Lucky for you. We'll finish this discussion a little later. Coming, Pete. Hey.
Hello, Mr. Shandling.
This isn't Pete. Don't you guys watch the show? I don't know who this guy is. Who are you?
I'm Leonard Smith. I'm head of the Condominium Association. I came over to welcome you to the condo.
Oh, well, that's nice of you, Mr. Smith.
Oh, please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like I'm going to Washington. That's an ad lib. Honest to God, it's the first time I ever said it. These things come to me all the time, you know. Are we on TV right now?
Yeah, we are, as a matter of fact. And I was just starting the show, and we really should get back to the original story.
Oh, what's it about, if I may ask?
Well, it's about me and Pete and Grant going to the baseball game.
Uh-huh. You think that's enough to carry a whole show?
Yeah, why, don't you?
Well, it sounds a little shaky, you know. I'm thinking of having a vasectomy now. Now, there's a show.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a two-parter. Well, it would be a nice gesture, but, you know, I got to start the show. We're going a whole nother way with the show tonight, all right? So thanks for coming over, really.
Sure.
And,
all right.
Hey, guys.
Uncle Garry.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Garry.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Garry. Hey, Garry.
Hey, guys.
Oh, you got Cub Scouts.
Right.
Oh, you'll be fine then. I was a Cub.
Is that right? Well, gee, when we have that alumni show, we'll give you a call, okay?
Great.
See you later
Do you
on.
know when it might be, roughly? Because I'd like to keep the decks clear for
Sure,
it, you know.
it's going to be much sooner than we'd all hope.
Oh, great. Well, toodaloo. Bye.
Yeah, see you later. I got to start going to rehearsals. You guys want to be careful with the ball? You could break something, okay?
Oh, gee, they told you Garry was a wimp.
Hey, come
Just
on.
like your old man who wouldn't even let us swing the bat in the car.
My dad is not a wimp.
So?
I bet he could have played for the Dodgers if he wanted to.
Oh, could not.
Could so.
Could not.
Could so.
I thought he used to pitch in college.
Oh, yeah? Well, my dad was drafted by the pros.
Yeah, my dad was Hank Aaron. Really. Was so.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it. Go, but it...
Don't sing. I'm sure there's a baby sleeping somewhere.
Okay, Garry, point well taken.
All right.
Okay, come on, kids, in the van. It's hot dog time. Potato chips,
Come on.
pretzels. Let's go, move it out. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hey, Garry, let me ask you, is it okay if I hum?
Yeah, humming is fine, but I don't want to understand one word. Okay, Pete? No, Pete. Pete, you're bopping. Bopping. Keep the lips sealed. That'll be the key to this whole thing. Okay? There you go. Well, we're going to be gone a couple hours at the game, and I'm really sorry that we don't have tickets for all of you. We just don't have that kind of budget, frankly. But please, make yourself feel at home. There's some beer in the refrigerator, there's some dip, and but don't touch the cameras, really. They're very expensive. And I'll see you all in a while. Okay, bye.
get back to our seats. Clean up, everyone.
Let me see. It's gonna be fine. Careful now. They said it wasn't broken.
Broken? Who cares? I'm just embarrassed. Huh?
It'll be fine.
Oh, man, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Guy getting hit in the face with a foul ball.
Hey, that's my dad.
Well, at least stop singing, right?
Yeah.
Remind me to send Steve Sachs a thank you note.
Hey, you guys stop making fun of my dad. He didn't see the foul ball coming.
No, so why was he yelling, I got it!
Hey, he happens to yell that on every ball that's hit. Pete has a depth perception problem.
We didn't even get to see the whole game.
Hey, guys, come on. We didn't miss a thing. It was 8-0 in the 9th inning. The game was as good as over, right, Gary?
That's right,
That's it.
guys.
Don't worry about it.
Hi, everybody. This is Ted Dawson with sports, and Dodger fans, this one's for you. An incredible come-from-behind victory at the stadium tonight as the guys in blue scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. The edge of the New York Mets' final score was 9-8. Mike Marshall, even though Iron Mike came off the injury list to hit a grand slam home run, a homer that landed in the parking lot. You can even forget about the usherette who got so excited she ripped off her blouse and danced topless. That's right, topless on top of the New York Mets dugout.
Damn!
The craziest play of the night, though, came in the stands, where Cub Scout leader Pete Schumacher blew an easy foul ball that landed right on his nose. And watch it. Incredible pop foul came right over the top of his glove, kaboom, right on the bridge of his nose, dribbled down his chest. Hey, tough break for Schumacher and the rest of those little Cub Scouts. In fact, 265. Hey, guys, your leader must have been going for his merit badge and nose batting.
Hey, Pete, maybe the next time you go to the game, you should wear a shark cage.
No, a suit of armor.
No, I don't think he's safe until they develop the Star Wars defense system. You know, I know what you're thinking. God, he looks good on a bike. But I feel stupid. It's like a girl's bike. There's not even that horizontal bar here. I might as well put a basket and a bell on this thing. Maybe we should put playing cards in the spokes so it'll sound like we're moving, Pete. It's kind of like driving a car that's up on blocks. These things. You get what I'm saying, up on blocks? You know, Pete, these are my best bike jokes. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi get on a huffy, right?
Hey,
they're going downhill.
Gary, I'm not in the mood for your jokes. I have a father and son field day coming up. I have to train.
Pete, would you be careful? You're going to break your glasses again. You know, you're overreacting to the whole thing. It's just like an egg toss in a wheelbarrow race. What are you doing? You don't have to start popping steroids.
You're always making jokes.
What, was that an exercise you just did? What was it? You sat on that thing, you moved around, you got up.
See, that's the way you are, Mr. Showbiz. Mr. Funny Man whose jokes make 11-year-olds laugh at the expense of your best friend.
Come on, I was... What? There you go again. Did that count? That doesn't do you any good whatsoever. Pete, you're overreacting. This foul ball thing is over.
Gary, well, tell that to the kids who are making fun of Grant in school.
Kids can be cruel.
Kids? Well, what about that Ted Dawson guy? What about my butcher?
Well, you know, I think you're supposed to twist. You look like an Easter card right now.
And what about that entire Asian family who passed me in their car, laughing and pointing to their noses?
Come on, they were probably signaling for a turn, Pete. They do that. It's a thing they do. Everybody in the car signals. I've been in Japan. At every intersection, you see that. Really.
Gary, imagine how awful you'd feel if your son lost all respect for you. Okay? Why don't you just digest that?
God, Pete, they're just jokes. Pete sure knows how to suck the air out of the studio, doesn't he? Well, you know what, Gary?
How'd you like to toss the medicine ball around?
You know, Mr. Smith, we're right in the middle of the show right now.
Please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like my brother and me make cough drops. Here I go again.
You know, Mr. Leonard, I gotta go have a talk with Grant about his dad. I've got a serious problem.
The plot thickens. Good idea. I like that. I got a photo session anyway. You know, for that alumni show we're going to do?
Oh, yeah. Great idea. You know, if any of you out there are thinking about getting into show business, this is not the way to go about it.
I got Wade Boggs and Dwight Gooden.
You got a Dwight Gooden card? Wow. You know how rare a Dwight Gooden card is? Really, it's a great card. You know, I really don't need Dwight Gooden, but what would you take for him, let's just say? Yeah.
Well, who do you have?
Well, I got Jose Cruz.
Got him.
Jose Tartable.
Got him.
Jose Cardinal.
Got him.
Jose Pagan.
Got him.
Jose De Leon.
Got him.
Jose Canseco.
Got him.
What's the deal? You got all the Jose's?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you my Mickey Mantle card for the Dwight Gooden. Okay? It's Mickey Mantle. Okay, well, okay, and I'll give you the Roger Maris card with the Kansas City Athletics. What do you want? Well, okay, and $10.
Well.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Oh, great. Okay, $10, 2 cards. You know, it cost me a lot, but Dwight Gooden is really a rare card.
I'll tell you what, Uncle Gary. Since you like Dwight Gooden so much, you can have the other 8 Dwight Goodens that came in the pack with it.
Well, you know how rare these are? Listen, Grant, I really wanted to talk to you about your dad. You know, some things in life are just meant to happen. You know, like your dad getting hit by that foul ball. There's a reason for everything, you know? Some people call it karma. Some people call it kismet. Sometimes it's just fate. And you...
Let's get to the point, Uncle Gary. I mean, my dad embarrasses me every time we go out to a game. This year, he got hit in the nose by a foul ball.
Right.
Last year, he got a black eye from a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, but Grant, that guy, you know, he throws behind his back. You don't know where it's coming from.
Still.
All right, so baseball's not his game. But, you know, he's got a lot of other manly qualities.
Name one.
Well, we saw him spit once.
That was blood. He cut his lip when it got stuck to that popsicle.
Well, that can happen to anybody, Grant, but... Well, he looks athletic. He looks like an athlete. Yeah, well, all right, that was a bad example. All I'm trying to say, Grant, you know, is I think your dad's going to do great at the Father's Sunday competition. I think you guys got a chance at winning it, really.
You know, Uncle Gary, I listened to what you said just now, and I wasn't sure before, but now I'm positive.
Right.
I'm not going to beat that father and son competition.
No, Grant, that's not what I'm talking about. What do you mean you're not going to go?
I've thought about it, Uncle Gary. I just don't want to put us both through the embarrassment anymore.
No.
Anyway, but thanks for the talk.
Grant,
oh,
wait.
And, by the way, if you want any more Dwight Goodens, I got a bunch more at home.
Well, I handled that about as well as Bill Cosby, didn't I?
Gary,
Oh, hi, Nancy.
taste this, will you?
What is it?
It's curry falafel.
Oh, no, I don't need anything that highly seasoned, but thanks.
That's what they said.
That's what who said?
Those people in my apartment.
What people in your apartment?
I don't know, I was just sitting there and 20 strangers showed up.
Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Excuse me just a second, okay? You know, when I told you to come down to my home and have a good time, I didn't mean for you to wander onto other people's sets uninvited. You know, I mean, that's a pushy thing to do. I'm sorry. I'm really very, very disappointed in all of you. Really. And you're going to have to stay after. I guess I took care of them. Sorry, Nance. I don't think that'll happen again.
Oh, sure. So what's the que pasa with Grant?
Well, now he doesn't even want to go to the father-son game with his dad.
Nice work, Garry.
Well, look, I tried. I told him how manly his dad was and told him I thought he had a chance at winning the competition, and it just backfired.
Why do you guys do that to yourselves?
Why do we do what to ourselves? Where were you? What'd you see?
Why do you place so much importance on whether or not you're a great hero or a great athlete?
Well, I don't know. It's just, the pressures of society. We're raised like that. Don't you ever feel that?
Well, sure, sometimes. Well, it's not that macho stuff. It's a different kind of pressure. But, I don't feel like I'm any less of a woman just because I don't have a husband and children.
Right.
But you guys all seem to think that you have to be a great athlete or great in bed.
Yeah, you don't?
Of course not. Garry, there are many more important qualities like sensitivity and compassion and sense of humor.
Right, but you definitely don't need to be good in bed?
No, I said great in bed.
Well, what's the separation there? How do you decide what's great in bed from what's good in bed? I mean, is size matter? Because, I have a king-size bed.
Garry, I swear, men don't know anything about what it means to be a man.
Great. Now there are two sexes I don't know anything about. Well, there you have it. It's daytime. Did you see the light go on? It's the next day. Ooh. And I feel all refreshed. Ooh. Well, here's where we are in the story, all right? It's the next day. Pete still doesn't know about Grant not wanting to go to the games with him, so I figure, hey, there's still one chance left for me to patch things up. And I called Pete this morning, and I got him to have the Cub Scout meeting over here so I could get them all in one room.
Okay, would anybody like a cookie?
Hey, Nancy, toss one over here.
Whoa, hold it! Everybody duck. Mr. Schumacher's gonna try to catch Cookie.
Nancy, I want you to toss it to prove that I could catch it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Pete.
Hey, Pete, why don't you start the meeting, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Hey, this thing stinks. I lost $2 already.
Why do we have to have our meeting here anyway?
Well, it was just nice of Garry to let us have it here. I mean, there's more room, we have more games.
Oh, Bull, it's just a scam to get our lunch money.
Okay, come on, everybody, down here. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Move it out, John. Okay, the weekly meeting of Cub Scout Pack 265 has now come to order. In just a few minutes, we'll be leaving for the father and son field day.
I don't feel well. I have to go to the bathroom again.
Grant, hold on a second. Hey, guys, as you all know, Pete was hit in the nose with a foul ball the other night.
Thank you. I mean, thanks for bringing it up again, Garry.
Well, the point is the guy who started the whole thing, the guy who reported it on television, is here tonight. Give him a warm welcome. Ted Dawson. Ted Dawson is here.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Hey, Gare, you know that mirror over your bed makes everything look larger?
Ted, I got it.
Do you need that?
No, I don't need that. I got it at a carnival. I thought it was a cute item to have. I also happen to have a roll bar over my bed in case it flips over, no one gets hurt. Sometimes there's a lot of activity there. Ted, just talk to the kids, okay?
Yeah. Kids, a couple of nights ago, I made an error. An error in judgment in regard to somebody in this room. Now, I'd like to take care of that, which is why I brought this tape. I want you all to watch it, okay?
Hey, Garry, I mean, what's going on here?
Just watch the tape, Pete.
Okay, you ready, guys? Watch this. Okay, now, kids, pay special attention here. Okay, guys. Okay, settle down, okay? You know what each and every one of those guys you just saw has in common? Each and every one of them is a human being. A human being who just happened to make a mistake at one particular moment. He was trying to do his best. Pete Schumacher is one of those guys. Pete Schumacher now goes down with the legendary greats. Guys like Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, even the Babe.
And Dwight Gooden. I think we all know how rare that is.
Hey, guys, you should be proud to know him. I am.
But he wasn't even playing when he got hit.
Son, how would you like to be a bat boy for the Dodgers?
Yeah, you think I could?
Not with your attitude. Listen, get your head together and call me in about a year, okay? Hey, Gare, see you later, all right? Hey, love the show.
Oh, thanks. You don't happen to know the Boston score, do you?
They're playing tonight, Gare.
All right, so they're tied. All right. Well, first of all, I want to say that Ted does the local sportscast here in Los Angeles, and I think he's so good, I think he should be covering the World Series for the network. All right, Ted made me say that, or he wouldn't have come on the show. Okay? But, you know, he did a great job.
Gary. Thank you.
Hey, need a mighty bezel. You know, I'm glad things worked out, and I think we're going to do great at the father-son competition, really.
Come on, Dad. Let's go. We can do it.
You sure you want to go with me?
You bet, Dad.
Boy.
Come on, let's go.
Kind of reminds you of the closing scene in The Natural, doesn't it? Well.
Gary, that was one of the best ideas you ever had.
Nancy, I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh.
Thanks so much, really. What do we want to do now?
I gotta go.
Why don't you go? Come on, why don't you stay? We'll discuss that great in bed controversy.
No, I promised them dessert.
Are they still there?
Yeah, you know, they're kind of nervy. They're asking for an iced decaf cappuccino.
And you made it for them?
Gary, they're guests in my home.
Wow, so maybe I could come over after the show.
I'll see you later.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Great.
Bye.
Okay, see you. Boy, Nancy looks hot tonight, doesn't she? Well, you know, I wish I could end this show by telling you that, you know, they won the wheelbarrow race, but, you know, this is Pete and Grant Schumacher, not David and Christy Brinkley. That's like the weirdest joke I ever told. I'm not even sure it's a joke, to be honest with you. But, you know, there's one thing I did forget. You know, when I told you guys you could come down and make yourselves at home, you did. You had a great time, and I'm happy that you did. But, you know, there was 75 cents missing from my end table here. And I don't know who took it, but, you know, I'm just going to turn my back. And whoever took it, if you just return the money, I'd really appreciate it. And there won't be any questions asked. Okay? All right. I'm just going to turn my back. And we're at the end of the show, so just whoever took the money can just put it back.
Hold it, mister.
And I guess that'll be a lesson to the rest of you, huh? Okay, good night, everybody. See you next time.
Shandling Show. What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
Hello, Mrs. Robertson. How are you?
Well, it appears he's turned into The Graduate.
You know, you folks should be very thankful that I'm looking at you right now.
But can Mrs. Robertson stop him from falling for Elaine?
I happen to be afraid that she's going to tell Elaine that I slept with her.
Oh, come on, Gary. We both know that would be more embarrassing for Mrs. Robertson than for you.
And more importantly, can Norman Fell save the day?
I played Dustin's landlord up at Berkeley.
No, I think you're confused. You played the landlord in Three's Company.
It's Garry.
Between you and me, I have no idea why they're applauding that much. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on there, but thank you for applauding. Otherwise, we would have had to stop and start over again. So, welcome to another show. It's great to see you. I got to be a little honest with you. I wrote a very funny monologue for tonight, but I just haven't been in a funny mood lately, so I don't think I'm going to, do the monologue. And all right, just one joke. The last girl I made love to, I said, was it good for you? She said, I don't think this is good for anybody. All right, just one, really. Because, no, I've been kind of in the blahs lately and just haven't felt funny. I don't know what it is, My health is good, don't worry about it. And, I'm fairly satisfied with how my hair looks, And, the show's going great. This is our 5th one, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like I'm in some mid-series crisis, Come on! Uh-oh, here come the other actors. I wonder what they want.
I want your attention. Attention, please. Attention, everyone.
Oh, this is the guy from the network. Looks a little like Mel Cooley, doesn't he?
I just wanted to tell everyone that you all have good reason to celebrate, because we at the network are so thrilled with the way this series has gone so far. We have decided to pick up It's Garry Shandling Show for another 12 episodes!
Thanks, Nance. I couldn't have done it without you, Nance.
Hey, congratulations, Gary. So what's next? Movies?
Thanks, Louis. Movies? I don't know. Movies? Would you folks pay $6 a piece to see me whine like this? I don't think so.
Oh, Papa, I am so proud of you.
Oh, Mom, thanks.
And you said your face wouldn't clear up. Do you remember that in college?
Not now, Mom, really.
Bobby, you remember my friend Jeanette Robertson, don't you?
Oh, sure. Hello, Mrs. Robertson. How are you?
Fine, Gary. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm so happy for you and your success. I really am.
Oh, that's...
But then it doesn't come as a surprise to any of us.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Bubba, dear, Jeanette tells me that her Elaine will be home from Berkeley in a few days.
Oh.
Now, wouldn't it be nice if you gave her a call?
Oh, sure. That would be nice.
Her daughter Elaine is terrific, really. We grew up together. I've really had a crush on her for a long time, but she's always away at school, so I've never gotten a chance to go out with her. Maybe this is really good timing, because maybe I'm in the blahs, because I don't have that really special somebody to share this all with. I don't mean you at home. I think, you're very special, but, let's face facts. The second this show's over, you leave. And I'm left standing here just waiting for you a week later. So, I just need to be alone for a while, and why don't you watch the opening credits, and hopefully I'll be in a better mood, because the theme song always does cheer me up a little bit. Okay? See you in a second.
The theme to Garry Show. called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch his Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
Okay, they're plastic. But, you know, I need them. They're easy to care for, and they're not going to die while I'm on the road. You know, the only problem is when I boil them, they melt.
Garry? Hello, Garry.
Oh, Mrs. Robertson, the bathroom is right next door.
So how are you, Garry?
I'm just fine, Mrs. Robertson. Mrs. Robertson.
Yes, Garry.
I don't mean to be rude, but I just want to be alone right now.
Garry, could you drive me home?
Oh, gee. You know, Mrs. Robertson, here's the keys to my car. Can you drive a stick shift?
No.
Well, neither can I. So, really, the car's used to it. Oh, gee, nearly broke one of my fish.
Garry, I'm a little drunk, and my husband took the car, so could you please drive me home?
Well...
Thanks, Garry.
Sure, as soon as I wring out my keys. Well, okay, let's go. Here we go. You know what's really pathetic? This is my real car. Well, here we are, Mrs. Robertson. Good night, Mrs. Robertson.
Garry, could you walk me to my apartment?
Well, you know,
the apartment's dark. I'm afraid to go in there alone.
Well, okay, but I really have to... You know, Mrs. Robertson... This is really very nice. I guess she just keeps her keys in an aquarium.
Garry, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
You've known me since you were a little boy.
Right.
Now you're a big man. What do you think of me?
Well, you know, I've always thought that as my mother's friends go, that you were very nice.
Garry, really? Unzip my dress.
Pardon me, Mrs. Robertson?
I can't reach back there. Do you mind?
Well, how about Mr. Robertson? Maybe he...
He won't be back for hours. Maybe days.
Well, I guess you don't want to keep this on for days.
Lower, Garry, lower.
Well, there you go.
A little lower. A little lower.
Mrs. Robertson, if I go any lower, I'm going to strike oil. Oh, God, Mrs.
Garry, why are you so uncomfortable? You can't tell me that you've never seen a woman in her slip before. Can you, Garry?
Oh, gee. You know, you folks should be very thankful that I'm looking at you right now. I got a lot of options from right here. Believe me. Mrs. Roberts, I better be going because I feel very awkward about all this.
Because?
Because unless I'm reading this whole thing wrong, I think you're trying to seduce me.
Garry!
Oh, I deserve to die. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Is that what you think?
I should die. No, that's not what I think at all.
Would you like me to seduce you, Garry?
No.
Is that what you've been thinking?
No, I was thinking about détente the whole time I was here. I swear.
Because if that's what you really want, Garry,
I want you to know that I will make myself available to you at all times.
You know, I haven't felt this awkward since my gym teacher hit on me. Well, that was weird with that woman, huh? It was like The Graduate. You know, I can't believe you made one.
Well, got one left.
You know, I really want to call Elaine, Pete, but her mother just hit on me.
Really, Gary? She hit on you?
Yes.
Well, tell me. I mean, please tell me. Tell me everything.
Pete, don't do this.
Come on. I mean, where? When? Hey, tell me. I mean, I'm a happily married man. I need to know. I have to know, Gary.
Pete, okay, in the bedroom?
In the bedroom.
While I was driving her home?
Her home? Oh, my God.
And while I was unzipping her dress?
Oh, God.
Pete, there's spittle coming out of your mouth. Would you control yourself?
Okay,
really?
I'm just excited. Hey, God, who's that guy?
Oh, God, it's Leonard Smith again. This guy is the head of the condo association. He'll do anything to get on the show. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Oh, please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like I'm checking into a cheap hotel with my secretary. Am I on camera right now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you are.
Huh. So, what's the problem this week?
Well, Gary likes this girl, but her mother has the hots for him.
Pete, don't involve him in the story.
Well, come on, Gary. This is a place where I really could be of some help to you.
Oh, and how might that be?
Well, what if we did a scene where I went out with her mother? Well, it would put a whole new twist on the show.
You know, I was thinking you leaving might be a nice new twist on the show.
Perfect squelch.
You know, I'm going to call her before this whole thing gets out of hand.
Hey, way to go, Gary. But what happens if her mother answers the phone?
You know, you're right. I better disguise my voice. Hello? Hey, Mrs. Robertson? Hi, this is Ed Sullivan calling. We're having a really great night over here. I was wondering if Elaine is in. Well, thank you very much. Then the Pelican says, gee, if I'd known it was a man, I would have flown much higher.
Oh, God, Gary.
I love that one.
That's pretty funny, even for the third time.
These are good French fries, aren't they?
Oh, they're great. It's too bad you didn't get more in your mouth as opposed to your face. My God, you eat like a 5-year-old.
I know. My mother said I would grow into these lips. That's the last time I listened to her.
Oh, Gary, I gotta tell you, I've had a crush on you from the time I was 13 until I was 20.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Come on.
How about now?
Well, I still have some residual
Really?
crush left.
I've had a crush on you from the time I was 20 until 24, and then from 26 until now.
Well, wait a minute. What happened in those 2 years between 24 and 26?
Prison. No. No, I was dating a beauty queen.
A beauty queen? Get out of here.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah.
From what country?
Well, Miss San Joaquin Valley. But that counts, you know.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Don't they grow grapes up there?
Yeah, in fact, she's the lady on the raisin box.
Sheep, 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 go the little lovebird.
I'm sorry, Gary. I was on my way to this date when this walrus was hitchhiking, screaming, I know Garry Shandling, so I had no choice but to pick him up.
Let's just take a drive. Okay?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to lay some rubber here. Or do I have my hopes up too high?
Gary, wait. You're not going to leave me with this guy, are you? I have a date.
A date? Oh, great. I think we have room here.
See, this is nice. There's no traffic in the studio this time of night. Well, This is the living room set. You like it?
Yes, I like
and,
it.
look, these are the cameras. We're renting them, but, you know, hey, someday. And this is the audience. Look, hi, everybody. There. Yeah. I really hate those people who wave right into the camera. And this is Peter Barth, our stage manager.
Oh, hi, Peter.
Hey, Peter, there's a stage leaving for Tucson at 3 o'clock. Better be on it. And last week, I don't know if you saw the show, this is where we had the graveyard set where the girl hit on me after the burial scene.
You know, Gary, I bet girls hit on you all the time.
Not really.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I know my mom. She's nuts about you.
I'm sorry. No, there was a squirrel crossing the, I didn't want to hit him. You know, they mess up the car. It lives in the wardrobe room. We all take turns feeding him.
Oh. Well, here's my place.
Oh, I had a great time. Did you have a good
I
time?
had a great time.
Do you want to go out again?
I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like dancing?
Oh, sure.
Well, you should come over to my house and we'll watch American Bandstand.
I'll even stay for Soul Train.
Wow. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. Good night. Oh, Gary, I love your car.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got my girl, who could ask for anything more? Old man trouble.
Stop singing.
Mrs. Robertson.
Gary, if you ever date my daughter again, I will have no choice but to tell her all about us.
Mrs. Roberts, tell her what about
And
us?
by the way, this is the dumbest car I have ever seen in my entire life.
Boy, who put the bee up her bonnet? I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going home. You know, I want to go out with Elaine again, but her mother won't let me.
Her mother won't let you?
Yeah.
Gary, what are you, in 7th grade? Come on, you're both adults. She's a mature woman, you're a mature... Okay, all right, you're in your 30s. What you gonna do, ground you?
I happen to be afraid that she's going to tell Elaine that I slept with her.
Oh, come on, Gary. We both know that would be more embarrassing for Mrs. Robertson than for you.
You know, this thing is getting to be more and more like The Graduate, I'm telling you.
Oh, Gary, come on. Coincidences do happen in life. But, like, remember those Lincoln-Kennedy coincidences?
What are you saying, that Rose Kennedy hit on Abe Lincoln? Is that what kind of thing is that? What kind of comparison is that?
No, remember when Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln, and,
right.
they both had vice presidents named Johnson, and...
Yeah, but Nancy, that's...
Wait. I'm onto something here. Garry Shandling has 14 letters in it, right?
Right.
And so does Abraham Lincoln. You've got big lips. Lincoln had a big hat. Kennedy was a PT boat commander, and you still love to watch McHale's Navy.
You know, and I once played with my Lincoln logs at the Kennedy Center. Oh, God, it's all coming true to life. This is frightening, the whole thing.
Look, don't worry about this graduate stuff, because, look, Dustin Hoffman ended up marrying Catherine Ross, right?
Marriage? You know, all I'm trying to do is get a second date with this girl. Norman.
Oh, hi, Gary.
Hey, everybody, it's Norman Fell. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Gary.
This is a nice surprise, Norman. This is my friend, Nancy.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I'm a big fan. again.
You play Gary's platonic friend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're terrific.
Oh, thanks.
Really good.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were on the show tonight.
Yeah, well, see, I was home watching the program, and I suddenly realized you're having a problem with the graduate thing,
Right.
so I thought maybe I'd come over and be of some help.
So you're familiar with the movie?
Familiar? Familiar, Gary?
Yeah.
I was in the movie, Gary.
I don't remember you in The Graduate.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Were you?
No, nobody remembers. See, I played Dustin's landlord up at Berkeley.
No, I think you're confused. You played the landlord in Three's Company. Remember? That was John Ritter, not Dustin Hoffman. Remember the same story every week, the wacky mix-ups with the same
I go
Cooper?
through that all the time. That's why I have to carry
What's
this.
that?
I have this queued up to my scene. You know, where Dustin comes up and he rents a room in my boarding house.
Oh, great.
You'll love this.
That was great, Norman.
Yeah, Norman, I'm sorry. I didn't remember that part.
Well, it was kind of a small part.
Yeah, but, you know, it qualifies you to help me out with this. Do I have to, in order to get Elaine, do I have to sleep with Mrs. Robertson?
Of course not.
But that's what Dustin Hoffman did.
Yeah, but that was a movie. This is real life. You're in control here.
Oh, man, don't put that kind of pressure on me, Norman.
Listen, if I were you, I'd go see Elaine before her mother does.
Right.
Now, you better hurry because there's only 4 minutes left to the show.
Are we that close to the end?
Yeah.
All right, I better get going. Thanks. That's great advice.
All right.
I'll see you guys later.
Good luck, Gary.
See you. Okay. Thanks, Norm.
Nance, you want to see this again? You know, the second time you see it, the performance kind of grows on you. Certain nuances that you
This is what happens when you buy a car for 0% interest. Elaine? Elaine? Elaine?
Hey, Grant, I'll do the same thing and dribble with one hand and like do a little loop shot. Come on, like Gary.
Have you guys seen Elaine Robertson?
No, we haven't, Gary.
Thanks a lot for the big part in the show this week, Uncle Gary.
Elaine! You're not Elaine, are you? Elaine! Peter, have you seen Elaine Robertson anywhere?
Sure, she's in your house right now.
What?
Well, her mother told her about the two of you, and she went over to your place to ask how you could do such a thing.
I better get over there.
Well, you better hurry. We go off the air in exactly 2 minutes.
Thanks, Peter. How does my hair look?
Your hair looks great. I've never seen such a handsome man.
Thanks, Peter. See you later. Elaine!
I don't believe you. I just don't believe you.
Well, you better believe me, Elaine.
No, Elaine, don't believe her. Gary didn't do it.
And how would you know?
Because Gary's my friend, and he told me he didn't do it. And his word is good enough for me.
Gary wouldn't do this to me. He just wouldn't.
It's hurt us both, sweetheart.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mrs. Robertson.
Let's go home, dear.
Elaine! Elaine!
Gary! Yes, I'll go on a second date with you.
But he's a comic.
Show.
Gary, don't touch me like that.
Hey, come on. We're not on TV now. No one's going to see.
No.
Then get out of the car.
What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
How would you feel if I kissed you right now?
Well, I don't know. I'd hate to guess and be wrong.
Well, for starters, he falls for a girl who's easier than short division.
You know what would be great right now? A jacuzzi.
Why don't I call up Hep and see what's brewing at the mansion?
But will she end up giving him the brush?
You know, I've always hated relationships that involve the bullhorn and more than 5 men.
And more importantly, will Norm Crosby ever find true happiness?
I just cannot get enough sexual bicarbonates in my life.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was really a very slow build on the applause. Really. Well, we're all excited tonight because this is a very special guest that we have on the show tonight. This is Jody Jones from Texarkana, Texas. Well, you had no trouble applauding for her. You just started right up, and you went bigger than you did for me. So anyway, we're all excited because Jody actually won the Me and Garry on Showtime contest. All right. All right, I know that you don't believe this. This is no joke. Believe me, you'd be laughing if it was a joke, all right? She entered this contest, they had this contest, and whoever won the contest would be on this show. We had nothing to do with it. This is absolutely the truth. We have no choice. She filled out a form. They picked it, and now we got to put her on, okay? You got to believe me. All right. So now, Jody, you must be very excited about being on the show. You probably feel like that girl in the Dancing in the Dark video that Bruce just pulls right up on stage. Yeah, well... well, we're excited because we've devoted the entire show to JoJo, as I call her. Nancy's coming over with a friend of hers just for a second, but right after that, JoJo, this is your night because this is your show. I feel like Bob Barker right now. So I want to... Hi, Nance. This is our contest winner. This is Jody Jones from Texarkana, Texas, or I call her JoJo.
Oh, congratulations, JoJo. Welcome. Gary, can I talk to you just for a minute? Will you excuse us?
Okay, sure. This will just take a second. Why don't come here? You have a seat right here, because this is your show. This is your night. This will just take a second. I'm just going to talk to her for a second. Here's some pistachio nuts, and you can put the shells in here. Okay? This is your show. This is your night. I have to really get right back to this. What's up?
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you in the big winner, but I just wanted you to know that I wanted my friend Morgan to come over and say hello to you.
No, I know.
You know, my friend Morgan who's visiting from Greenwich.
Yes,
and
no.
You haven't met her.
Right. Well, that's fine. Tell her to come over.
Well, I already did. She's on her way.
Well, great.
Oh, gosh, Gary, I'm so nervous about having her at my house. I mean, Morgan is so perfect, and I'm so,
No.
me.
Nance, don't do this to yourself. You're great the way you are. I've told you that before. Just relax and be yourself, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
Do you think I should have had the carpet cleaned? I know a religious cult that does a really nice job with shag.
Oh, yeah. No, they're very good. I used them for my hair once.
Yeah?
And, it was great, but they told me nobody could walk on it for 2 days. So, I had to stay in.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just forget about that last joke and just run the opening credits while we show JoJo around the set.
Oh, sure.
I mean your set, JoJo, because this is, after all...
My show.
And?
My night.
Garry called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
She put her leg up on the armchair, and I could see her upper dress. And are we? Gee, I didn't even hear the theme stop. I'm sorry. So this is exciting for you? You having a good time? You're going to be the toast of Texarkana, aren't you? Which is on the border, I believe, of Texas and
Arcana?
Right, Texas and Arcana.
Oh, that must be Morgan. Will you get it?
Sure, just have a seat, JoJo, and lighten up, really. It's your show. It's your night. Have a good time. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. You must be Morgan.
Yes, I am.
And I must be Garry.
Yes, you are. Garry, I've been looking forward to meeting you more than you know.
Is that right?
Oh, Morgan, listen, I was going to go do some errands. I thought maybe you'd like to come along for the ride.
Oh, that's sweet, but I am simply exhausted, what with the long flight and all. You don't mind, do you, Nan?
Oh, of course not. No, I know how jetting around tires me out. So I'll just see you later, okay? Bye, Garry.
I'll see you, Nance. So why don't you come in and have a seat?
You know, Garry, I'm really not tired. I just wanted a moment alone with you.
Peter, this is Peter Barth, our stage manager. Would you take care of JoJo? Because you know it's her show, it's her night. Follow me, JoJo. And, JoJo, there's a lot of show left. So don't worry, because, you know, it's your, you know. Okay, great. She's very sweet.
Garry, you know, when I walked in here, I felt like I was 15 and you were captain of the polo team. You know, He's so cute. Oh, my God, he's probably going to look at me. No, who am I fooling? He probably doesn't even know I'm alive.
No, I knew you were alive. The second I opened the door, I thought, you know, well, she's alive. I have a sixth sense.
You are very handsome. But you don't flaunt your looks like Don Johnson.
Yeah, he does do that, doesn't he? He shoves him right in your face. It's like, enough already. I don't see it, frankly. You know what I mean?
You know, and more importantly, you are vulnerable. Vulnerable in a way that women, real women, find exciting.
You know, I had no idea. Where?
Garry, how would you feel if I kissed you right now?
Well, I don't know. I'd hate to guess and be wrong.
And this is Lemon Lark Meadows, where I summered as a little girl. How did you spend your summers, Garry?
As a little boy.
Shades of Jimmy Thurber. Oh, you know, my grandfather used to play host to them all. Why, right over here is where Scott and Zelda used to play badminton with Bobby Benchley and Dottie Parker. The fights they used to have. Ernie Hemingway refed. Well, I called him Papa.
And don't tell me, this is the wall that Humpty Dumpty fell from? Well, I called him the dumper.
Oh, and look, this is the love tree where E.G. Marshall and J.D. Salinger once carved their initials.
Really? E.G. Marshall.
Oh, Garry, why don't we carve our initials in it?
Oh, I always wanted to do that. I hope I brought... Oh. What? G. Garry loves Morgan. God, I look great in a polo outfit.
Oh, I love the way you kiss. What's next?
What do you mean, what's next? Do I have a choice?
Garry, show me your bedroom. Come on, don't make me wait any longer.
Longer? What do you mean?
Garry, come on, let's go. Or am I just being crazy?
No, you're not crazy. You're probably the most sane person I ever met. You're very rooted. I think You know, I'm going to do my best to be on time for the next scene, but I can't make any promises, okay? I know what you're thinking. What happened between me and Morgan off camera? Well, you know, I'm not telling. What I can tell you is how really great I feel about me and Morgan and each and every one of you. And the world, and how we should all live together in one big house. I'm ready to buy gifts for all of you, really. That should give you some ideas. Oh, hi, Nance.
You look beat. Are you okay?
I'm a little run down. I've been, you know, worrying about that new tax reform bill, and it's...
There's something you're not telling me. Gary, look me in the eye.
Well...
Gary, something went on between the two of you, am I right?
No, we just hit it off exceptionally well. I don't know what it is. I think she's terrific.
You don't have to explain. I think it's great. My two best friends. Sparks flew. It's great. I'm thrilled, really. Can I just ask you a favor, though? Try not to ruin it by having sex right away.
No, I'm really going to take my time on this one. Are you done?
Yeah.
What is this? What are you guys doing?
This is your party for the lucky contest winner, JoJo Jones, the George Monster.
Hey, Gary, so where's the guest of honor?
Oh, man, I forgot all about her. Where is Jo? Here she is. She's over here. You've come all this way and you have to watch the show on a monitor? I'm sorry. Come with me. I'm sorry, JoJo. This is your show. This is your night. I just got so carried away with that. There you go.
Oh, there you are, Nancy. Hi. Nancy?
Hi,
Gary, is this a party for me?
Oh, Morgan, actually,
it is. It is a party for you, Peter. You look so cute in that. Would you like something to drink? You look great. I want you to meet, this is my friend Pete, and this is his wife Jackie, and this is Grant.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. Are you JoJo Jones?
And
pardon me?
And I'm Louis.
This is Louis.
I hope you like domestic champagne.
Oh, if it's wet, I'll drink it.
Gary, can I talk to you, please? How could you do that to JoJo?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm so infatuated with her that I just got carried away. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of show left, and we'll make it up to her. There's still that big Texarkana float that's going to come through. And, you know, she'll be driving it.
No, she can't. She can't drive it. She's got to be on top waving.
Even better.
Gary, this girl is not shy.
I know that.
Yeah.
I really like her.
Yeah, we all do.
So you sell hush puppies? That must be very interesting work.
Well, it's not dull, that's for sure.
What kind of shoes do you think I should wear?
Well, I'll say, women's shoes.
You are so cute. You know, I have a very narrow foot, and I have a hard time finding the right fit. Perhaps if you took a look at it for me.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
I don't think so. We're going home right now, Pete. Say goodbye to Gary.
Sorry if all the shop talk ruined the party, Gary.
Boy, Uncle Gary, I can't wait to tell the kids at school that the George Monster hit on my dad.
That wasn't the George Monster, Grant.
Another minute and that woman would have had you smell her feet.
Flowers.
Flowers for Miss JoJo Jones.
Oh, great. Leonard Smith has weaseled his way into another show.
Are you JoJo Jones?
No, I am not, but I absolutely adore FTD Tickler Bouquet. Oh, you are very handsome. But you don't flaunt your looks like a Don Johnson.
I don't feel the need to.
And more importantly, you are vulnerable. Vulnerable in a way that women, real women, find exciting. You know what would be great right now? A jacuzzi.
Why don't I call up Hef and see what's brewing at the mansion?
Hey, there's an idea, Walrus.
Oh, sounds like fun. Thank you so much for the party. Bye-bye.
Great girl, Dare.
Wait a minute, Morgan, don't you think you ought to...
Well, I guess the party's winding down. I don't believe it. She hit on Lewis, she hit on Pete, and she hits on Leonard Smith, which is like coming on to Barney Rubble. And I don't even want to see that in Bedrock. Have I left anybody out?
Came on to the boom operator? Ew.
And the cameraman? Dale hasn't gotten lucky in over a year.
Gary, this is a 4-camera show.
I can't believe this. Oh, no. Not the lighting crew. You know how many of them it takes just to screw in a light bulb? I can't believe this. Talk about wham, bam, thank you, Shandling. This changes everything.
And this is Lemon Lark Meadows, where I summered as a little girl. Jimmy Thurber used to visit. Right 4 years where Scott and Zelda used to play badminton with Bobby Benchley and Dottie Parker.
Question, Morgan.
Fights they used to have.
Morgan, honey?
Ernie Hemingway rapped.
Sweetheart.
I called him Papa.
Pop-Tart. Question.
Over here is the balcony where each one
You know, I've always hated relationships that involved a bullhorn and more than 5 men. I feel like an idiot.
You know, I'm really confused too, Gary. I don't understand it. I mean, my idol, Morgan, tramping around like that. And she was so popular in college.
Oh, I'll bet.
You know, I think she might really have a problem. Because, you know, in this week alone, both Oprah and Phil had theme shows about sexual addiction. Now, if that's her problem, she really needs help. Where do you go?
I don't know. There's a great sex clinic down on Wilshire and Pico. Then there's one down by the post office that's... I don't know if they're open this late, but then there's that new one down in the mall. You know, maybe we should go there. I've always wanted to try it, and you know, I have a 2-for-1 coupon. Dr. Brody's Clinic for Sexual Dysfunction. Isn't dysfunction spelled with a Y? Why? Because I like you. Well. Well, here I am in a sex clinic, huh? I know what you're thinking. Boy, what a great place for Shandling to do all kinds of jokes. Well, I just can't under these circumstances. Well, all right, just one. I was thinking about getting a vasectomy, but the idea of being in a cast for 6 weeks... And then everybody wants to sign it.
Hi, Gary.
Bethany, how are you?
Frigid. And yourself?
Well...
So, Gary, you still having problems with your little car?
Well, it's running great. Thanks for asking. My cute little car. What are you looking at? Who are you going to believe, her or me?
Hey, Jerry.
Norm. Hey, it's Norm Crosby, everybody.
How are you?
It's great to see you, Norm. Hey, Norm, what are you doing here?
I'm a sexual addict, Gary. I really am. I just cannot get enough sexual bicarbonates in my life. I mean it. I don't know why, but every time those libations start flowing into my panoramas, I become revulsed. I really do. It's just, I can't explain it. I fling myself prostrate at my glands, and I just lay there. Gurgitating with rupture. I mean that. My chromosomes fight with my genes, and my upper logatory lobes excrete pantolin into my deviated sector. Honestly, it's like an epidermis on my whole body. It becomes, flouted. And I just get this urge. I get this turgid, corpulent urge to just expand my nutrasweets into the dark, mysterious condiments of a female woman's criteria. It's scary. I mean it. And you know what? I get it every day. Do you ever get that? Do you get that?
No, I'm just, I'm here because of a friend.
Well, anyway, it was good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Norm.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Gary, I'm opening Monday for 2 weeks at Caesars.
Boy, this is a tough room, huh, Norm?
Hey, they were great for me. Watch out for the cord.
Sure, Norm.
Garry Shandling, aren't you?
Right.
I'm Dr. Brody. I'm a
hello,
big fan of yours.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
I'm sorry, but I'm all booked up today.
Oh, gee, I just had one question about sexual addicts, because I have a friend who may be one.
Well, first let me get one thing clear. What makes you think that your friend is completely unable to control their sexual appetite?
Well, first of all, she sleeps with me.
Oh,
right?
enough said. She has a problem.
You can tell from that one time? Well, what should I do?
Well, being addicted to sex is like being addicted to drugs or alcohol. It's a sickness.
Right.
And the patient can't be helped until he or she wants to be helped.
Well, so maybe I should have a talk with her.
That's a good idea.
Listen, while I'm here, could I ask you another sexual question about myself?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of personal.
Get out of here. Get out of here right now before I call the police.
How'd you do?
Morgan, this is silly. Would you please stay? We can work this out.
Gary, trust me. You don't want to get involved with me. I've hurt a lot of guys.
Well, who hasn't? Come on, please stay.
Why are you being so nice to me?
Did you ever stop to think that maybe I like you?
But, Gary, I am incapable of carrying on a normal, healthy relationship.
Hey, me too. That's why we're perfect for each other. Really?
Gary, I really do like you. And I've had a terrific time being on your show. I mean, the cast, the crew, everyone was so giving. But now it is time for me to move on to other shows.
You just seem to go from show to show to show like you're running away from something. Do you ever think about settling down and becoming a regular on a series? Like maybe this series?
Garry, it is the thrill of going from show to show that turns me on.
I don't know. It sounds a little weird to me, but if you ever want to stop running, you know, I want you to know that you have a place here.
You really feel that way about me?
Yes, I do.
Then I really will think about it.
Really?
You're very special.
So are you.
Here.
Really?
Goodbye, Garry.
I'll see you. She'll be back. You don't give somebody beauty supplies and then just walk out of their life. I know I don't. All right, 2 weeks have passed.
What are you doing? You've been sitting here for a month. Still no word from Morgan, huh?
No.
Well, you know, there is one thing that I've realized out of this whole thing, that I should just stop comparing myself to someone that I think is better than I am.
That's right.
Oh, my God. JoJo.
Who?
The contest winner?
Oh, man. It's been a month. Where is she?
Garry Aloysius Shandling. I found her in the parking lot.
Oh.
You can't just leave people lying around like that. Oh, I could just shake you.
Poor thing, are you all right?
I'm sorry, JoJo, I forgot, but we're going to make it all up to you because JoJo Jones from Texarkana, Texas, this is your night. This is your show. We have a cast photo that we all signed that we're going to give you that you'll cherish for the rest of your life. And these flowers. You've been very sweet. Is there anything you'd like to say, JoJo?
It's not JoJo. It's Jody, asshole.
I guess we've learned quite a lot tonight about ourselves and about Jody, and I guess we've learned that you can't solve all problems in a half hour, you know? No matter how much time you pretend has passed. We could have pretended that a year passed, but we just can't afford that many newspapers. So I just want to thank you for being such a great audience, and I'll see you next time, and who knows, you know, maybe in the near future, Morgan will come back into my life.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Garry Shandling Show.
Hi, this is Garry Shandling, and, well, we've just finished shooting 6 of It's Garry Shandling Show, and they went great. I want to thank you for watching, and now I'm taking some time off because the shows went so great. Showtime has picked us up for another 12 episodes. Whoever thought it would get this far? I mean, let's be honest, I had 6 story ideas originally. We shot those 6. Now I got to come up with 12 more. So I'm here at the ocean, working it out. This is the Pacific Ocean. That's Japan right behind me. You can see it in the background. And then a little past that is India. And a little past that, you can see a little piece of Thailand. God, I am really burned out, aren't I? Anyway, we'll be on soon with some new shows, and I look forward to seeing all of you. Really, thanks for watching, and please don't ever make fun of the fact that my legs are just a little thin.
It's Garry Shandling Show will be back.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, it's, oh, you stopped applauding. Well, all right, that's okay. No, don't start again. It throws me off, really. I'm thrilled to see you all again. You know, we were off for a long time. We went on a little vacation, and we're back, and I'm thrilled to be back. We're just gearing. I went to Hawaii. Where did you go? So I'm flying on the airplane. I go on one of those DC-10s. It's like flying on a Winnebago. You know, seriously, I couldn't see out of my window because they had a trout decal on my window. Then the stewardess, these are the jokes in the monologue. Then the stewardess actually explains how to operate the seatbelt when you fly, right? I mean, this is an ordinary car seatbelt. If you can't figure this out on your own, don't even listen to the part about the oxygen mask. You're a dead person, all right? This thing's going to come down, you're going to go, oh, no, what the hell is this thing? Hello? There's air coming out of my telephone, stewardess. Hello? And I put those little locks, they're like this big, on my suitcase. Like, this is going to prevent anybody from stealing your suitcase. Like, they're going to go, oh, there's a little lock on this one, Harry. We better let it go by. We'll never get through this vinyl. It's like the locks on a diary. You know what I mean? Put someone in and say, get the dynamite, Bill. Let's blow this baby open. Then I'm getting off the plane. A woman wanders by me with wheels on the bottom of her suitcase. And, I mean, she's moving. It's jacked up in the back. There's mags on this thing, and there's another woman racing her, going, is that a Samsonite 250? That's a fast bag, jeez. Is that the original equipment on that thing? But I made it back safely. All our cast is back. Scott Nemus, who plays Grant, literally broke his foot, and you'll see him tonight. He has a cast on, so part of our cast has a cast. But before I get started with tonight's show, there is somebody I want you to meet before I go on. Maria, come with me just a second. Before we...
No, Mr. Garry, please.
No, it's okay. This is Maria Herrera, and she's a very valued member of our studio crew. Don't be so frightened, it's okay. And she's leaving us soon to go back to her home in Germany.
Guatemala.
Right, well, Germany is Spanish for Guatemala. And because we love you so much, Maria, I have bought you a little gift. This is a Statue of Liberty thermometer. So, no matter where you are, you always know what the temperature is at the Statue of Liberty. Do you like it? Do you like it? It's... Oh, well, it's always emotional when you leave friends. It's okay.
Oh, Mr. Garry, I am not leaving because I want to. I am being deported.
Deported? Oh. Oh, well. Give that back.
Show. The theme to Garry Show. Garry called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
Maria, this is horror. Are you going to be okay?
Garry, I was trying to take a nap. Could you play the theme song a little lower?
I'm sorry, Nance.
Well, you know, we go through this every week. And...
I'm doing the best I can.
What'd you do to Maria?
Why do you always blame me when a girl's crying? I didn't do anything. She's being deported.
Oh, I know. We're just sick about it. Are you okay, Maria?
I love it here in America. This has been the best year of my life. I hate to leave.
Oh. Garry, there must be something we can do to keep Maria in the country.
I know what you're thinking. This is the show where Garry marries the maid so she can stay in the country. But it isn't, I swear. I don't want to do that. So if anybody comes in with that idea, really, I give the studio audience permission to just boo them off the stage. Really. Just go ahead and boo.
Maria, no, don't worry. Look, we'll think of something. You just think positive.
Right. She's right, Maria. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, it's Leonard Smith. Don't let him in.
Good day, peeps. I've been tied up at an emergency Kiwanis meeting. Don't ask for details. I won't crack. So, what's the central conflict in tonight's episode?
Well, the central conflict is that Maria's going to be deported unless we can do something.
That's right.
Hey, wait a minute. I just had a unique and original thought. Why don't we make this the show where Garry marries the maid? Am I on camera right now?
Oh, yeah, and you're a big hit, Leonard. Yeah.
You know, I think Leonard might have something there. Someone could marry Maria.
Maybe Mr. Pete.
Oh, no, there's already an unhappy Mrs. Pete.
Yeah. Hey, what about you, Leonard?
Mr. Leonard.
Fine, Mr. Leonard, Dr. Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard. How about you?
I can't afford it. Even though my late wife has passed away, I'm still taking her as a deduction.
Oh, you slime bag.
Well, maybe you should marry her, Garry. I mean, you want to help her stay in the country, don't you?
Oh, of course I do, but you know, this has always been a very serious and difficult issue. Should someone marry someone just to stay in the country? Let's find out what our audience thinks. Hi, how are you? Here I am. I want to know, do you want to stand up one at a time? Does anybody have any comment to make on whether somebody should stay in the country or not? You, sir, would you like to stand up? Because obviously you were in Hawaii as well. What is your first name?
Cliff.
Cliff. Great. Now, Cliff, let me ask you this. Would you marry somebody just so they could stay in the country?
I guess so.
You know, I had a feeling you'd say that, Cliff. So, you know, what do you think? Do you think I should marry this girl, Maria, so she can stay here?
I think it'd be okay. You can always get divorced afterward, I guess, or something.
Well, you've been a big help, Cliff. Now, can I ask you a couple questions? Would you mind standing, ma'am? There you go. And what is your first name?
Vera.
Vera. Well, we should be allowed to name our folks, huh, Vera? Now, Vera, would you still watch the show if I was married?
I don't have showtime.
All right. I don't believe they give it to anybody named Vera. Okay, do we have a call? I think we have a call. Should we take a call? Okay. Go ahead, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Caller?
Oprah?
Hello?
Hello? Phil?
No, no. It's Gary, caller.
Larry King?
No. Turn your TV on, caller.
Hello?
Turn your TV on.
Hello?
Caller?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
We don't have a lot of time. Caller? Hello?
Come on,
You're talking to the wrong end of the phone, sir. Hello? Caller? Caller? Phil? Phil? Caller? Well, thank you for the call. That was a great call. Don't let it be said I don't have an intelligent audience. Our topic next week is color television, passing fad, or is it really here to stay? Well,
Gary, what's the verdict?
I've decided I'm going to go ahead and I'd be happy to marry Maria.
You've made me very happy.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest woman on the earth.
Great, I'm marrying Lou Gehrig. You know, this just isn't the way I imagined it.
Thank you, Mr. Gary. Thank you.
This is the way I imagined it.
You made me very happy. Today, I consider myself the luckiest woman on the face of the earth.
Wait, she's not done.
No one makes love like Gary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, really. Thank you. God, this place must be bigger than I thought. Thank you very much. Really.
Well, but it must be something very important. You've never made me tea before.
Okay, Mom, I'm getting married. Okay?
What?
I'm getting married. But let me explain it to you. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Mom. Okay, now you know why I haven't gotten married up until now. Mom, let me explain it though. No.
Who is it? Who
No,
is it?
I'm going to
Is
tell
it-
you.
Is it Nancy?
No,
Yeah.
it's not Nancy, Mom.
It's Elaine Robertson.
No, it's not Elaine Robertson, Mom.
It's a guy, isn't it?
I can't believe you said that.
It is so. Oh, my God. My gynecologist was right. You're queer as a duck. No, don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I'm a modern woman, and I can adjust. I'm just so happy your father's dead. Well,
Mom.
now, when is the wedding?
The wedding's in 4 minutes, okay?
I better go buy a dress. Today, I consider myself the luckiest woman on the face of the earth.
All right, first of all, how queer is a duck anyway? All right, think about this for a second. I mean, okay, the bottom half is under the pond all the time. How do you know what's really going on there? I think it's unfair to the duck.
Gary Aloysius Shandling, someone is actually going to marry you. Of course, I knew it would have to be someone who hardly speaks the language. But compared to the game show bimbos you usually date, Maria's Eleanor Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt. She's on Card Sharks, isn't she?
Are you going to have kids, Uncle Gary?
No, Grant, I don't think so.
Well, that's why my folks got married. Yeah, I
Really?
figured it out with a calendar.
You were 8 months premature. Now shut the hell up.
Well, it's time, Gary. Everyone's here.
Okay.
You relaxed? You happy?
Yeah.
You look good?
Feel pretty good.
Need any pointers? Just joking.
Well, may we begin? Maestro?
Padre?
Him.
No.
You're marrying him.
No. This is Jorge, my future brother-in-law. I'm marrying Maria.
Hello, Maria.
Hi, Mom.
Garry, mi hermano.
No. Not on the face, Jorge. This is,
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to join this man and this woman in the bonds of holy matrimony.
By the way, we're registered at the May Company.
Do you, Maria, take this man, Mr. Garry, as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
She hesitated. Did you hear that? She actually hesitated.
And do you, Mr. Garry, take this woman, Maria, to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Is this the little boy I carry? Era la niña que jugaba. I don't remember growing older. When did they? Cuando se puso tan linda. Y como el tiempo lo creció. Wasn't it yesterday when they were small?
Everybody!
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight. Floreciendo en el amor.
Uno más.
De sol a sol, de sol a sol. We flow the years, one season following años, todos con alegría.
I do.
You may kiss the bride.
Maria. I just wed a girl named Maria. And you know, suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria. Believe me, I'm doing you a big favor by not singing it. I never thought I'd be this happy. But you know, why shouldn't I be? Maria's beautiful. She's sensitive. She's intelligent.
I read it. I read it. I read them all.
She loves to cook.
Turkey.
And best of all, she has a great sense of humor. You know, you spend your whole life looking for a girl who can make that sound. And then she's just handed to you. There are miracles. Hi, Nance.
Oh, God, I've got the worst lower back pain in history. I'm bloated, I'm breaking out, I'm cranky, and don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Okay, 28 days have passed. Time passage. And here's where we are in my marriage.
I hope you didn't plan on using the house today. The girls are coming over to play cards.
What happened to Maria?
I don't know. It's like living with Liza Minnelli.
And when are you going to fix that thing? My God, he's the limit. I can't take it anymore. How does my hair look? Is this joke funny? How do you like this joke? Mr. Funnyman can't even pick up after himself. Every day I beg him. Dirty, smelly clothes all over the place. Toilet seat up.
Was that all one sentence?
We're talking to that camera.
That's all she does is sit there and play the lottery all day long. That's all she does.
Oh, Gary, I'm sorry I got you into this.
You know, there's a very fine line between being a nice guy and an idiot. Take a good look and draw your own conclusions.
I won.
Who's won?
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Jack Wells, this time for the Great Spin. Now, tonight, the amount of the grand prize on this wheel has reached a humongous $11 million. $11 million. And this is where Maria Shandling might very well become an instant millionaire tonight. How do you feel, Maria? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Well, and this gentleman next to you, I take it, is your husband, Mr. Gary.
Yeah, let's spin the wheel, Jack.
Aren't you Garry Shandling?
Yeah, Jack.
You know, for a guy who talked about being single for a long time, it's really nice to see you with somebody who's a perfect match.
Yeah, spin the wheel, Jack.
Why not? Let's spin the wheel. Maria, you know what to do. Take your place over there beside the wheel. Give it a good spin. Let it go, and buena suerte. And the wheel goes around. And where it stops, nobody knows. Whoop, 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 whoop. $11 million! You won it! You got it! The grand prize, $11 million! Oh my God! Maria, wait a minute! Maria, what do you plan to do with all that money?
I plan to go back to Guatemala. I build a house for my family. I build a school to teach in. I get a divorce. And I live there forever without him.
Gary, how do you feel about this?
Jack, today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Wait, there's more. No one makes love like I do.
Gary, wait a minute. What are you going to do with your half?
You know, Jack, a lot of people would take their money and buy expensive gifts for themselves. I, on the other hand, am going to take all my money and give it to the people that matter the most to me, the studio audience.
You're kidding!
God bless them all. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.
Show.
What's Garry Shandling up to next? Well, he's keeping an eye on Grant's dates, but she's only got eyes for him.
Rand, how did your date go?
Gary stole my girlfriend.
Will Grant be driven to desperate measures?
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
You ruin dates when you're not even on them.
Everything's up in the air on the next all-new episode of